What's good, people? Day number 18, bro. Not gonna lie, your boy blew the second funded in 2 weeks. I blew my account today, bro. It sucks, bro, because like I didn't feel like I was crashing out. Like last week, I blew my account because I was crashing out, and cool, makes sense, you know. When you blow an account because you were doing the wrong things, it's like, sure, whatever. That's what's supposed to happen. But when you blow an account and you kind of been doing the right things, that's when it's harder, bro. Because you're gonna have, you know, periods in your life where the input is good, and that translates to the output. Your output will be good. But there's also gonna be times where your input is good and your output is still bad. It doesn't mean you switch anything up. It doesn't mean you change your input. It's just how it is, bro. That's just how the game goes. That's just how it works. You gotta charge it to the game. And oftentimes, I mean, it'll be. I've had times where I have bad input, but my output will be good. You know, it's more about long-term consistency. Is your input good, then you will breed, you know, on a macro scale, you'll breed a good output. So I'm trying to just focus on continue to do the right things. I don't know, bro. I was taking the trades I took this week. I was looking at them. I journaled them. I look at the one today. The one today, I still think would take that trade. I don't think it was anything wrong with the trade. I think it was a good trade to take. But, you know, it's just you're not going to win every trade, obviously, and it just happens to be, I guess you could call it bad luck, but, you know, that's just how the game goes, bruh. So, yeah, it sucks, man. It hurts a little bit, you know, to blow another funded 2 in 2 weeks. But, I don't know, man. That's just how it goes. Like I said, what I did do, I made a big step today. I paid for coaching. And it's something that I kind of felt like I could benefit from, and I just never did it because I was trying to be, you know, frugal with my money. I'm trying to save every penny I have so that I can move in the next few months. But in the grand scheme of things, the coaching I paid for wasn't a whole lot. It allowed me to do 2 separate payments too, so it was actually it was pretty manageable. But it did kind of hurt the pockets a little bit. But I really think it's gonna be worth it. I really think this is like one of the missing pieces. One of the last missing pieces is just a little bit of extra guidance, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this on my own, bro. I'm out here just literally teaching myself in all seriousness. Like, obviously there's material online, YouTube, that kind of stuff, but when it comes to piecing everything together and making it work for me, that's the thing. It can work, you know, one model, one system might work for somebody, but it's not gonna work for everybody. When it comes to, you know, combining it all, digesting it, throwing out what's not needed, refinement, making it work for me, I'm doing this all on my own, bro. I don't have a mentor. I don't have nobody that is doing what I'm doing specifically, and they can like show me the path. So that's what kind of led me to think, you know what, bro, like it hurts right now financially a little bit, but if I'm gonna do this long term and make this my career, I mean, mentorship could potentially save me a lot of time and help me see success much quicker. And I don't even think I need to change much, bro. Like I'm very confident. Like I look at my system, I look at my strategy, my model, dude. I'm pretty sure not much needs to be changed, if I'm being completely honest. I'm very what's the word? I very much believe that that's the case. I don't need to change much. So it's more just about it's just fine-tuning it. That's all it is. Shaving off the little extra, you know, stuff that I don't need, and just primarily focusing on what I know works for me. And so I'm still kind of figuring that out, but I'm very confident that along with the mentorship, and on top of that, me back testing over and over again, and just getting as much reps as possible, bro, I really think that's going to be a difference maker for me. And I think it feels like the last missing piece, bro. Just kind of putting it all together. I have everything that I need. Now it's just about putting it all together, making it work for me on a consistent basis. And I just feel it, bro. I feel it. I'm so close. So that's kind of what I've been on, bro. You know, obviously I thought I'd be way farther in this challenge than I am. But again, bro, that's just how it goes. Our timing's we're never on time, bro. We're always late. We always, you know, see things through much later than we expect, bro. Or it's like God's timing is just always ahead of ours. Or it's not even like we're ever late. We're always early. At least from my experience. I feel like I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna have this done by then, by this age, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have this going by this month. And it's like you get there and it's like, damn, you know, I kind of should have already, you know, had this finished, but I don't. And that's where it takes faith, bro. That's where it takes, you know, what do you call it? Unwavering faith, bro. because you know how easy it is to get caught up in the lies, in the doubts, and the fear that, you know what I mean, the devil plants in you, because he's trying to, yeah, bro, that man does not want to see anybody win. He's actually the #1 D1 hater, bro. He is not trying to see you win. He's not trying to see me. He's not trying to see nobody. He's not trying to see anybody win, bro. So he'll you do all this stuff, bro, make you feel this doubt, he'll emphasize the fear, the doubt, the anxieties. Is this gonna work or not? Like, if it's all for nothing, he's gonna plant that thought in your head, praying that it literally is just gonna expand and it's gonna take over you. And for many people, it does, bro. That's why you got to be so mentally strong and mentally sharp. The game is absolutely gonna test you, and it's been testing me. And I would say the biggest way it's been testing me is just patience, you know? I feel like I've been doing the right things for so long, bro. Like, so long, like months and months and months and years at this point, bro. I'm coming upon 2 years trading now. And I thought I was gonna see success way earlier from now. But that's the test, bro. I love what Nipsey says. You pass the test, you gone, they can't catch you. Because it's a test you got to endure. If God's not going to bless you with blessings that he knows you can't handle, or you weren't ready for, or you didn't go through the full process to be bred into the person that can maintain it and fully utilize it to your greatest advantage, you know, it's got to be something difficult. Otherwise, everyone would have it. So I think the hardest part, in my opinion, is walking in the fog, you know, just expecting to get to that finish line. It's like there's nothing visually that you see that tells you you're going to get there, right? It's just, you gotta trust. There's no evidence that is gonna happen. But if you continue to do the right things and blindly trust God, trust the process, trust within your work ethic, things are gonna happen. And actually, you could argue I have no damn business saying that, because I haven't gotten there yet. But I know who I am, bro. I'm not the type to quit. I'm not bitch made. That's not who mama raised. So I know if I just keep pushing, bro, continue to do the right things every single day, at some point or another, it's gonna happen. It has to. I refuse to believe that it won't. It absolutely will happen. These are all part of the processes, all part of the process. Everything I'm going through right now is a learning experience. Every failure I keep taking is going to be another learning experience. And if I extract the lessons from those learning experiences, bro, and apply it to the future and my future endeavors, and the next time I'm in that situation, bro, that's how you improve every single day. So I got to just remind myself of that, bro. If you watching this, you in a similar boat, doesn't even have to be trading. Just, if you can relate at all, bro, you got to just remember, if you had a clear sign that it was going to happen, and you had all the arrows pointing in the direction that this is going to happen, bro, it'd be easy. If everybody had it that way, everybody would be successful. Everybody would have made it. But that's not how it goes. This is built to weed out the ones who can't withstand that, who can't withstand the uncertain. People love to have certainty, which is funny because it doesn't exist. Like, what is certain? Like, think about it. There's nothing in life that's certain. Your own life's not even certain. You could wake up. We be forgetting, bro. I could go to sleep and not wake up. Every breath is a gift from God. So not even your own life you can count on as certain. Literally, you can go to bed and not wake up. You could just have a heart attack right now. That's it. You know what I mean? People want certainty. People want security. But in all reality, that doesn't exist, bro. And the sooner you can realize that, and the sooner you can become comfortable in that state where most people feel uncomfortable, that's where you win. That's where you win, because now you've built yourself into somebody that can withstand whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even mean for this to get all this deep of a conversation and all that, but yeah, I mean, that's just where the convo led me. But yeah, bro, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna try to bounce back from I'm not gonna try, bro. Ain't no damn trying. I'm gonna bounce back from this. This is just more for the 30 for 30. When I make it big time, bro. And I just keep thinking about that. You know, I read something. No, I didn't read it. I saw. Where did I see this? I think I did read it, actually. No, I lied. I was watching a sermon, right? And it was about, and if you Christian or you're not Christian, you believe in the Bible or not, it doesn't really matter. The point still stands. I was reading about, or I was listening to a sermon about when Jesus was about to get crucified, right? That night, he obviously knew they were coming. And so he went to go be in solitude to pray, because he was a wreck, bro. He was super nervous, super scared. He was even praying that Jesus Christ, bro, the one and only, the one here on earth, the only man that walked the entire earth, sinless. That man literally felt like he couldn't do it. He was praying to God because he just genuinely felt like he couldn't do it. And he said, Lord, if there be any possible way that we can accomplish the mission without me having to go through this, please let it happen. But if not, above all things, may your will be done. And that's such a powerful thing, right? But the thing I wanted to get at is, this is what the sermon was saying. This is what it pointed out. Jesus himself, bro, he utilized the mentality of focusing on the pleasures of what he had to do would bring, rather than the actual pain, suffering, and fear that he was feeling right now. He could have chose to focus on the fear. He could have chose to focus on just the extreme anxiety and just, you know, thinking about how much he's going to be suffering. But nah, he chose to keep his mind and focus on the goodness that was going to come from the pain that he had to go through. And it kind of hit me like a box of rocks, bro, because everything's a choice, bro. Like, if you look at your situation, it's a million people in way worse situations than me. You could look at your situation and be like, bro, this is like, it's too much, right? Or is it gonna be way too difficult or whatever? But everything you think on expands. Whatever you keep your mind on expands. That's why it's so important to guard your mind and focus what you're thinking about, because what you think on expands. That's why it will eventually manifest in your life if you keep it on your mind long enough and work towards that goal or whatever it is that's on your mind. If you're trying to make it happen and it's on your mind all the time, that's why it manifests, because everything expands in the mind. So if you can just shift your focus on what is it gonna be like, how nice is it gonna feel when X is over, or Y has finally come into my life, or all these things. If you're focusing on the good, bro, man, I'm not gonna lie, I've had times where I'm just down on my last, bro. I'm going through it. I'm like so discouraged or whatever it might be, right? And then I just think about how nice is it gonna be when all this is said and done, when I finally get done what I always wanted to get done, when I finally become successful in trading, when I'm finally, you know, not feeling the fears of not having enough money or the anxieties of being broke. Or like I said, people had it way worse than me, but I definitely had my moments, bro, where I'm like, I can't keep doing this, bro. Like it takes a crazy toll on you. But every time I'm in those moments, bro, I think to myself, how good is it gonna feel? And just go there. You know what I mean? Like, don't just say that. Go there. What's it gonna feel like? And you start trying to, you know, preview what that's like. You start to realize, okay, how's it gonna be when I finally, you know, have, you know, a nice crib, or, you know, a place to call my own, you know, my dream car, whatever it might be, having the financial situation to put me in a better position in life, start investing, help others around me, be a blessing to those around me, give others opportunity that they may not have had you not worked your ass off and got it out of the mud, bruh. That's how I look at it. And whenever I do think about that, man, no matter how much of a rut I'm in, I got the biggest smile on my face, bro. I'm going there right now. I'm just thinking, like, every L, it's like a pendulum. Is it pendulum? Pendulum? It's a pendulum. I sound so uneducated right now. Yeah, a pendulum, bro. What swings one way has got to come back around, all right? So, boom, that's an L. The W is going to come back around and feel that much nicer. So every L you take, bro, it's just adding to the goodness of how it's going to feel once you actually get there. Every L that I take, I'm inviting L's at this point. I'm going to keep failing. I don't care. Bro, bring the L's on, because every L is just going to make the W feel that much better. And that's where faith comes in, knowing you got to have faith that this is all going to work out, bro, that I'm actually going to do what I said I'm going to do, and that this is really going to work. You know what I mean? So that's all. I'm gonna keep talking forever if I keep going, bro, and I gotta hit the gym. But just reminder to myself, bro, like, these are really journals for me. Like, these videos, that's what they turned into. It started out just wanting to track my journey, but now these are just journals for me, and I can't wait to look back on these videos, bro, to see what kind of state of mind I was in. But this is how you gotta think, bro. This is how you gotta think to be successful, and I truly believe that. Sooner or later, I'm gonna be living proof that that's the case. So, but yeah, bro, I'm gonna end it here. I gotta hit this pool session. But yeah, bro, life been good. We're gonna keep it pushing. Tomorrow's a rest day for me. I'm gonna try to take my mind off of all this and just reset. And so you might not see a video from me tomorrow, but definitely Sunday, definitely Monday. Whatever happens, happens. But Either way, I will see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.